In this video, we will talk about how changes in body shape will affect your swimming. We swim in water, which is about 900 times denser than air. And you probably know how much the air can slow us down on a bike, even if we are riding quite slow. And of course, the higher the speed, the more the air slows us down. This is one of the reasons why developers of aircrafts, bullet trains and other vehicles are looking for the optimal shape to be functional and at the same time aerodynamic. In case of ships and submarine, hydrodynamic. A common inspiration is nature, which shows us the way to approach design. It is impossible for a person to compete for the shape of his body with fish and aquatic mammals. They have an almost perfect hydrodynamic shape, but we can get close to it. It is not so difficult to learn such a position. It is much more difficult to keep it while swimming. See in the video how the shape of the body can change in a not very skillful swimmer. At one point, he is almost ideally hydrodynamic and creates relatively little resistance to water. In another part of the stroke, his position changes significantly and the idea of hydrodynamics is completely lost. You can see how many resistive forces are created. This exhausts us a lot, and the vast majority of energy is spent on overcoming resistance forces and not on moving forward. How to get out of it? How not to create unnecessary resistance and maintain an optimum body shape? First, master the hydrodynamic position. For a person, it looks like this. Slightly on the side with one shoulder out of the water and with one arm in front of the body. We need to be absolutely sure of it because we want to keep it all the time while we are swimming, either on the left or right side with a short time when we move from one side to the other. Therefore, I recommend practicing this position regularly to be really confident in it. Second, stay long as possible. Keep the leading arm in front of the body until the other arm is in front of the head. You may think that it will slow you down, but the drag you create from the less ideal position of the body slows you down much more. After all, even sprinters swim like this. The video shows Nathan Adrian, holder of the gold Olympic medal from 2012 on the 100 meters freestyle. Do you see how the hands almost meet in front of the body? He knows that it is important for him to stay long, because then he will swim faster. And third, gain enough momentum from the center of the body. It doesn't matter if you use an economical 2-beat kick or a 6-beat kick as sprinters. The important thing is that the kick helps the movement of the body, which gives the swimmer an impulse to glide forward. This will allow him to keep his leading arm in front of the body. Gliding with the impulse of the hips is a very good way to maintain a long body line throughout the swim. How do you manage to stay long and glide through the water? If it's not perfect, practice these 3 tips I gave you. Master the hydrodynamic position, stay long as possible, and gain momentum from the center of the body. Below the video you can share your experience with those tips. Swim well.